What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
And this is not another damn podcast. Presented by Damn Cells 140.
40.
Yeah.
40.
Got to shout out the lovely jazz creator, J-Scope.
Hey, girl.
The first fitness belt that covers the entire midsection and provides 100% comfort during your workouts. And Jazz is doing some kind of J-Scope thing with All-Star Weekend. I saw her posted on her Instagram, Simply Jackson.
I might have to check it out.
Some kind of I forgot what the name of it is, but I know Jazz is there. Mayha be there. So
Okay.
some kind of J-Scope thing. She's part of All-Star Weekend. So it's like, okay, look at Jazz.
It's looking like,
what's her name? Vanessa Simmons will be as part of that. So it's
looking like All-Star game ain't going to happen.
Yeah.
The price is looking like nope.
I was never going to pay anyway. I said, if I'm not booked, I'm not going.
Nope.
So.
It's looking like that. So maybe just go to a party or something, or go to an event, not the actual thing, because
I'm still waiting on the last minute booking. Like I got New Year's.
The prices are too expensive.
Found out day of, I was doing a New Year's gig. So you never know. Sometimes that happens with gigs last
in the
minute.
11th hour.
Yeah. Since we're talking All-Star, let's start it off with All-Star.
Yes.
But before we get it, rest in peace once again. It still doesn't seem real.
It doesn't.
The late, great, legendary Kobe Bean Bryant, gone, 41 years old. Doesn't seem real to me still.
And rest in peace to his daughter, Gianna, and then
the
it
seven
was the
others.
7 other.
Like 6 other passengers in the pilot.
Altobelli family, Mauser, Chester, I think, and Zobrahan, I think was the name of the pilot.
Something like that.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of like, wow,
it doesn't seem real still.
It's still just spinning right now.
But I'm going to try to keep the energy up this week, because last week was rough, man. We were still figuring out what was going on during that last episode.
Right.
We even mentioned Gianna or any other of the passengers, because we didn't have enough information.
Because no information was released at that point. It just said
Kobe Bryant had just died. We found out an hour before we started recording, like I said.
Right.
And I had to keep refreshing to make sure that the story wasn't made up.
Right, because
I was sat there an hour just refreshing.
Is that a hoax?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that has to be a hoax.
I was like, this can't be real, but it was. And rest in peace. But since we're talking All-Star, let's talk NBA All-Star. We got the starters, we got the reserves. I'm going to break them down right now.
All right.
Wanted to do this last week, but at least it's better now because now we have the reserves.
Yeah.
We just had the starters last week.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with the starters.
Okay.
To start with the East, my brother to the East. First time All-Star. Congrats going out to Trae Young.
Oh.
Atlanta Hawks, baby.
Okay, Atlanta got some. All right.
Yeah, Trae Young. He's definitely doing his thing. Yeah.
Good.
And Kemba Walker, that's your guards right there, Boston Celtics.
I like it.
Representing. Your front court are Mr. Spicy P, Pascal Siakam of the Toronto Raptors, defending world champions, by the way.
Yes.
Of course, the captain, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I love Giannis. And
Joel Embiid, Philadelphia representing.
Yeah.
So there it is. Giannis repping Milwaukee, by the way. Shout out Mike Love. One of our regulars, yeah.
Fear the Deer.
Yeah.
It's Chicago North, so Fear the Deer. We can claim them.
Especially since the Bulls suck.
Right, we can claim them.
I'll watch the Bucks. I've been watching more Bucks games than Bulls games this year.
Go Bucks.
Take it out west now.
Yes.
Backcourt. I'm just doing them in order because, another first time All-Star, Mr. Luka Doncic.
Of course,
Mavericks.
yeah, obviously. Mm-hmm. That man got ice water in his veins because, when I was watching some of his games, just some of these shots he was making, I was like, how is he making these shots? I was like, what? How did he do that? How?
I think Luka and Trae are going to be two of those guys that are connected at the hip for career. Much like how Jason Kidd and Grant Hill were connected for most of their career. Mm-hmm. Because this is a draft day trade. It's remember, Atlanta originally drafted Luka and Dallas drafted Trae Young and then did the trade.
Switch, yeah.
And then now you're going to wonder who won the trade. Right now it's looking like Dallas because Atlanta did get a pick out of that. That pick turned out to be Cam Reddish, and he's gotten off to a shaky start. But we'll see what happens, right? But Trae is an all-star, so.
Yeah.
So Atlanta didn't lose.
They didn't lose.
They traded Luka Doncic, but they got Trae Young, though. So that's. And then the other guard in the West, of course, James Harden, Houston Rockets.
No surprises. Mm-hmm.
The front court starter is Kawhi Leonard, Clippers. No surprise there. The Claw. Yeah. Of course, Captain LeBron James.
Duh.
And his Lakers teammate, Anthony Davis. That's your 5 starters, East-West right there.
I have no qualms about it.
All the starters are solid.
Yeah, I have nothing.
Everybody there belongs there. I like the first timers.
Yeah.
I'm excited about both Trae and Luka. Like both well deserved. Yeah.
Right.
And Trae Young sent out the tweet when he was like, "Wow, I'm an all-star." He wasn't even expecting that.
I love
and a
it,
starter
though.
too. Yeah.
I love it seeing that, like
yeah.
that humbling, like and you
y'all
get to,
picked me to be, and that's a starter. He's like,
and they just be so cheesy, like you like to see when they come around, they're like, like they're happy. So I mean, it's a proud moment for him.
Well, let's stay west and go to the reserves right now. I start on the west with the reserves. I started east on the starter, like how I did that. Yeah. Your guy, Mr. Russell Westbrook.
Of course. I was like,
the Rockets,
yeah.
Reserve. Rudy Gobert of the Jazz.
Okay.
Another first-time All-Star here, Brandon Ingram of the Pelicans. I like it.
Oh.
Brandon, he been balling.
Okay.
It's like that trade did him a world of good because the Lakers were a mess last year.
They were.
I always said the trade like for AD because a lot of people complain saying they gave up a lot to get AD, but I called it addition by subtraction. It's like that's what I looked at it as. Like those pieces didn't get fit together with Ingram and Ball and Hart, and like it just didn't fit together. It's like so just get rid of all of those guys. Bring AD, a guy who will fit,
right?
And then those other young guys can go to New Orleans and blossom and team up with a young Zion, and just so it makes sense,
right?
Mm-hmm.
I like that addition by subtraction. I like that. That's
okay.
Yeah.
So Ingram won, the Lakers won, everybody won this trade. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because now he's an all-star with AD. So what I mean, it's great.
Yeah.
Crazy how life works out like that. With LeBron, with AD, and now
funny
Ingram.
how life works out, right?
They're all on the all-star team together.
All right.
Dame Dollar, Damian Lillard.
Okay, I was about to say, like, if he's not the All-Stars this year, I was about to say.
He's the one who ended the OKC run with the wave goodbye.
Yeah. And then they did, like, the super hot thing. They put him as a GIF. Because
It's like they blew their whole team up because of that one shot. Because Paul George is gone. Russell Westbrook was gone right after that. They blew the whole team up.
Damn, like you ended
the team. Yes, they blew up the team right because of that. That's the last shot of that particular.
I did the so hold my beer. That's what Dave Lillard hold my beer. I ended this.
Speaking of OKC, Chris Paul, of course, is in it. Yeah, he's always regular All-Star right there. The Joker, Nikola Jokic of Denver.
Okay,
no surprise. Donovan Mitchell of the Jazz.
All right, I like
Another
that.
First timer right
I like Donovan Mitchell.
Another first timer.
Yeah, I like that.
And now take it to the East, my brother. From the defending world champion Toronto Raptors, Kyle Lowry.
Of course.
Chris Middleton from the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah.
We have Jimmy Buckets.
Okay,
Miami been balling out. Yeah, so
and Jimmy he's a perennial all-star at this point in his career. Because hate him or love him, he's a perennial all-star. He is.
I still wish the Bulls wouldn't have traded him, but it is what it is at this point. Domantas Sabonis of the Pacers, first timer right there.
Oh, okay.
Ben Simmons of Philly, no surprise, of course. Tatum, of another first timer, Jason Tatum with Boston.
Nice, okay.
So, and another first timer, I like this one with Miami, Bam Adebayo. Like, that was a surprise there. Big man right there. I was like, okay. Miami's starting center, so there we go.
I like when the big men get like there's, because it's not a lot of true big men now in the league, but like seeing a big man. It's good to see some
in there get it.
And then it's still some bullshit.
I'm about to get it right here. Where is Zach LaVine?
Zach LaVine, that's my first question.
Zach been balling. He had a hell of a January.
Yeah.
They said in the month of January, Zach scored over 20 points in every single game for the month of January.
Yeah, he was going crazy. I saw he had like a 50-point game or something. Like, Zach been going crazy.
You can't just say because the Bulls suck, because they make exceptions all the time for bad teams in the hometown. I mean, Charlotte has sucked for years, but Kemba Walker made the All-Star team that year. So you can't just say, well, you can't put a guy if the team sucks. Like,
that's not fair, though. It's like saying that a school that's like a poorly ranked school doesn't have a smart kid. Like, they could be in the math tournament or the whatever, the academic decathlon, whatever. They could be in that.
In that stuff,
because it's like it's gifted people in everything, even in the bad teams. It's like good players on the bad teams. And then where's Derrick Rose at? They was like...
Rose is another question mark.
Right, because Rose has been playing well with Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit, he's been playing solid.
Yeah. And it's like, and that would have been nice, like I said, especially for both of them, because it's like because Zach is a Bull, and then Rose is from Chicago.
Zach definitely should have been on there. Zach definitely should have been on there. Possibly should have been on there. Yeah,
Zach should have been on there 100.
On this list on the East, I definitely, Middleton could have got bumped. Sorry, Mike Love.
Y'all already got Giannis. Y'all got the captain. Y'all got Giannis. So
Middleton could have been bumped. Zach could have been in that spot.
Yeah. Because Zach been going crazy. Zach, I've seen Zach put the Bulls on his back, and we've won because of Zach.
He's the only reason the Bulls are even watchable at all. If Zach wasn't playing, this team would be totally unwatchable. Like, who else is there to get excited on this Bulls team? I'm about to go on a rant now. Who's about to get excited because Zach?
And I do like Kobe when they put Kobe in. Like, I do like what he does. Kobe White,
the rookie, he has his moments. He has flashes. Yeah,
because when he's locked in with them threes, like when he gets locked down on them threes and then he just won't miss on his threes, like that's exciting to see. Like when he locks in. But other than that, it's Zach, right? It's Zach.
It's hard to watch. I'm not paying to watch Satoransky. Come on.
To watch Felicio.
Watch Archie Nakio, whatever you pronounce his name.
Archie.
Luke Cornett and shit. Yeah, I'm really planning to watch him.
I like whatchamacallit, though. He gives the Bulls what's it say, Gafford?
Gafford, and he's hurt now.
What?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm out of it then, I guess.
He was very injured, which has been a story of the Bulls since Derrick Rose tore his knee in 2012.
I know Wendell Carter's out.
Carter's out, Markkanen's out. The Gafford's out.
Because Gafford gave the Bulls...
Otto Porter's been out all season. Chris Dunn just sprained his knee the other day. It's like, this whole team is a mess, man. So that's why Felicio's getting playing time now. Because anytime he's getting playing time, it's a problem. God. That means a lot of guys are hurt.
Oh, my God. At this point, can we just suit up Benny the Bull and go out there, Benny, get a bucket? Can we just suit him up at this point? Because
yikes.
This team is awful. But Zach LaVine should have been on the All-Star team. Like, that's not without a question. And now they're saying that Zach is like, he's not going to even participate in the dunk contest. And I'm like, what? I'm like, that's
He's probably offended by that.
He is. I know he is.
He's like, oh, y'all think I'm good for his dunking? I'm not going to fuck it. I'm not going to be in that either.
Right.
Like, I get it. Like, when people try to put you in a box or something, where like they expect you to like be a certain thing and you don't want to be that anymore. It's okay. I'm not doing that shit either.
Right.
I'm not good enough to be on the All-Star team. I'm not good enough to be in that.
Yeah, you can do that.
I'm sure you've been put in boxes before where you don't want to be.
More than once.
You'd be like, I'm not doing that shit. It's like,
which is why you gotta draw your line in the sand. Yeah. Like, you gotta get your respect that you deserve. You gotta go out there and say, no, draw this line in the sand.
I got the name of the pocket. Oh. Put some respect on my game. Yeah.
I like it. I like it. Put some respect on my game.
Yes.
Bam. That's what I like.
That's what Zach said about the dunk contest. Put some respect on my game.
But seriously, though, put some respect on his game, because how are you going to be like, oh, you're good enough to dunk, but it's like, nope. And don't even, like, he's like, I usually make like the light skin joke. He's not even being light skinned. Like, that's, like, he actually is. Like, he does have a real gripe. He has a real gripe with that. He's not just being sensitive. He's not. So you guys did really do a disservice, because you would hope that with us being in Chicago, we would have at least one
I thought Zach might be in as a reserve.
Right, I thought that too. I was like, Zach is probably going to get reserved.
Like, I knew he wouldn't make starters.
No, I knew that, like, I knew that,
You got Kemba, and then you got Trey. I was like,
right, I was like, yeah, you knew that.
He can make reserve.
He can make reserve, absolutely.
I thought he might make the sorry, Middleton is the guy I would have bumped.
Because I was like, he can be reserve all-stars. Like, he can be in the dunk contest. I had it all planned. I was like, Chance the Rapper is going to be our ambassador. I just had the whole thing. I was like, Common going to come down, give his, like, give his words of encouragement. And, I just had this whole thing. I was like, Kanye might make an appearance. I just pictured all this in my head. And now I'm just like,
the Bulls might not have any representation at this thing now.
Like, this is going to be horrible. How are you not going to, And this is our city. Like, we've only hosted
since
like 73 was the 73 last time. They did, and then 88.
Yeah, 88 was the only one I know.
So,
and that's with Jordan and Dominique. That's the only time.
1973, 1988, and now 2020.
And who knows, this might be it. We might not ever see another one. Like, those 30 years before this one.
Right.
If it does come back, we're going to be old and gray.
Right. We're going to be like 69 years old.
And I don't know if I feel like going to a fucking All-Star game in my fucking 70s.
We remember Michael Jordan. People are like, what?
You know the guy on the shoes, the jump man? I remember him being a player. Want to talk about logos since we on it?
Yeah.
You saw that there's been a push to make Kobe Bryant the new logo of the NBA.
And just because we're not trying to make this be a basketball podcast. I know people are like, but I mean, a lot has happened in the NBA world right now. So you guys, we can be okay.
Yeah, and like this is probably the all-star talk is probably all the real basketball talk. This is just this is more about the logo and everything.
So the logo, as you guys
know, there's a petition out there to make Kobe Bryant the new logo.
The logo is Jerry West.
Jerry West has been the logo probably since the 70s.
Like our whole lives. Right, our whole lives he's been the logo. I've only known him as the logo. Because their dad told me that's the logo. I was like, oh, okay.
I forgot when I found out, but its logo is, this petition is over 3 million strong now, so it's growing. Yeah, last I checked, it was like 2.5. It's over.
And here's my personal thing. I don't think that Kobe Bryant, I don't think that they should change him to be the logo. However, this is what I think that they can do to honor Kobe, to incorporate him in the game. If they can somehow incorporate him as the 24 shot clock violation, because his number was 24, if they can somehow make him be the like, it's a Kobe, like, a violation, when you get a 24 hour.
In fact, and that's what a lot of teams did to honor Kobe, that night when they did
took a violation
automatic
on
violation.
The opening tip.
They dribbled it out and let it dribbled out 24 seconds.
Yeah, both teams did that. And they did for like 3 days, like the first 3 days, because I know they did Sunday, Monday, I want to say Tuesday they did too.
Then Rubio, he did a variation of that with Phoenix. He he did a backcourt violation, which is 8 seconds. So to honor the 8 with Kobe.
Nice.
So like Rubio did he flipped it. He said, I'll do my own with Kobe too.
Nice.
So he stayed in the backcourt 8 seconds, like 8 second
nice.
Backcourt. But I was like, that's cool. Because Kobe is the 8 and he's 24. So.
Yeah, so if they do something like that, if they incorporate making the violation for 24-second be called Kobe, or if they do like the 8-second be called like something like that, if they like put his name, insert his name in the game.
Now on the clock, the shot clock, the Kobe clock.
The Kobe
Instead
clock.
Of calling the shot clock, call
the
it the
Kobe clock.
clock.
I think that would be respectful to do that to him. I think that would be a great way to honor him.
15 seconds left on the Kobe clock. I can hear it in my head.
Right, that would be, that's what I would say. That would be my suggestion to honor him.
And it's easy to say too. It's not awkward. A Kobe clock, it sounds natural. Yeah, it's like it's not. Some stuff sounds awkward to say. Like Willis Tower. When you first heard that shit, that was awkward. Yeah,
I'm itching now.
But like Kobe clock, it doesn't sound awkward. It sounds.
We never said Willis Tower. We're real Chicagoans.
I don't care anymore.
We never said that.
Because Sears is dead, so I don't care.
And now it's just. And now it's just. It's whatever the address is.
I just call it the tower.
Whatever the address is. Because Willis isn't even in there no more.
And Sears is totally bankrupt. Even though there's still Sears around, a lot of people don't know that it is still
They have
Sears.
like the outlet Sears.
I think it's one in Woodfield Mall, if I'm not mistaken. Like it's still Sears.
They have like the outlet
there,
appliance stores, And
they still have Sears.com. Like, I can't imagine who shops there because anybody who was shopping Sears probably doesn't know about the internet.
Hey mom.
Yo, mom,
Hey mom.
Mom doesn't know the internet exists. She had a Sears account since the 60s and shit.
She did. These are all true stories. We love you, Mom.
She went to Hawaii and whipped her Sears card out in the 70s. And they knew what it was. Oh, Sears. Yeah, because like Sears is the number one retailer
worldwide. Put
worldwide.
some respect on it.
And Sears worldwide. And she whipped her shit out in Hawaii.
Got the black card. I got the Sears card.
They said, okay, I see you. I see you. Oz and Naeem was my They said they knew our name. You know, we weren't born yet then.
We wasn't even thought of it.
It was like 1970. Was you Neither one of us were born like a motherfucker.
At all. Oh my gosh. But I do like that, the Kobe clock. I think that would be appropriate.
But it's saying that the chances of the logo getting changed are low because they never actually said the logo was Jerry West. Like, people just figured it out.
Right.
Because you put the silhouette side by side with a certain, it was a certain what logo Jerry was driving to the basket.
Yeah, his stance.
It's him driving. It's like, okay, you put this side by side with the NBA logo. This is the game that they got the logo
That's
from.
obviously him.
Mm-hmm. So it's Jerry West. Even though they never actually said that Jerry West is the logo, people figured. And then, of course, like in Chicago, was what we always do was like, we always bring Jordan up and everything. Well, It should be Mike before Kobe was, but it'll never be Jordan because, like, well, I just named the Jump Man. Yeah.
Jump Man.
So, yeah, a multi-billion-dollar end business right there.
Jump Man.
Like, Jordan is always about his money. He's always been.
Yeah.
It's Jordan, back in the 90s, like, I'm about to break some stories right here, history lesson. So, the NBA live games, like pre-2K, NBA live games from the 90s, Jordan wouldn't even be in those games.
Right. And this is Black History, too, by the way.
Black History Month.
Yes, Black History.
Place to pump the fist, yeah. Yeah. But Jordan wouldn't even be in those games and shit.
Nope.
It would be like Bulls guard, because they had a Bulls teams. They'd be like Ron Harper, Bulls guard, Pippen, Rodman, Longley. I'd be the starting
I remember
five.
that. And then Bulls guard, he had Michael Jordan's number.
All his stats.
Like he averaged whatever he was at, like 34 points a game, whatever.
Have like all his stats,
8 assists, 9 rebounds, whatever it was that Jordan averaged.
Attributes is like, okay, like his shooting is this, like his rebounding. Have
his
all
vision
of his,
is this,
all of his attributes. And
right.
Obviously it's Michael Jordan,
but we can't call it
Jordan.
Like on the Simpsons TV clown.
Like TV clown,
right.
Exact same thing.
Right.
It just said Bulls guard for Jordan for years.
Right.
Because Jordan wouldn't let license his name to EA Sports. Yeah, he wouldn't license it.
And then even on NBA Jam, it was Horace Grant and Scottie Pippen.
Grant and Scottie Pippen were the Bulls duos.
Right.
Like he wasn't in that game.
Like that he's heating up. He's on fire. Yeah.
And I remember Shaq wasn't in the home version of that. He was in the original arcade version. Shaq and Scott Skiles. I remember that.
Scott Skiles?
Shaq's rookie year.
Yeah.
It would have been Shaq and Penny later, but it was never them. It was like probably Penny and Nick Anderson or somebody like
Anderson.
that. Shaq was never in the later games. Like, I guess he saw what Mike did, said, hey, take me out of the game. You know, Shaq's about his money too. Hey, take me out of that shit too.
That was a pretty good Shaq.
Take me out of that shit.
That was pretty good.
If Mike's not in it, I don't want to be in that shit either. Take me out of it.
Which is why both of these men are highly wealthy men. Yeah. Both of these men have a lot of cheddar.
Quote Jay-Z, I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. It's like,
they're both
like
black
Jay said,
excellence.
I'm a businessman.
Man, exactly.
I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman.
And shout out to Shaq. So I know we're going a little bit since you mentioned Shaq. Shout out to Shaq for buying the family that computer in the Best Buy. That story went viral because
I did see that story.
The guy did say that he was in Best Buy and he just happened to see Shaq, and then he expressed his condolences for losing Kobe and his sister. And then he just went on.
Shaq's sister died of cancer a few months back. For those that don't know.
Right. And then he just saying that. Like, he wasn't trying to, be in his Shaq's face. But
Shaq probably appreciated that because Shaq been hurting. Yeah.
Yeah. He
lost his sister, and then Kobe was like a guy that
his little brother.
Yeah, his little brother. One of his dude. He came up in the game together.
And then Gigi was like his niece because he said that was like his niece.
So I lost my brother, lost my niece. Yeah.
Right. And then his father died a few years ago, right?
Yeah, Sarge. Yeah.
So I mean, he's had a lot of loss. So I mean, it's been tough on him. And then
I almost lost his son, Sharif. Like he
because he had a bad he had surgery, right?
Yeah, Sharif had some kind of, I think, on his heart or something.
Yeah, he had surgery. Yeah.
So that had to be troubling.
Yeah,
for him.
It's just been really tough for him.
Rough couple of years for Shaq.
So when the guy just came and just expressed that to him, and then he just went on about his business, and then Shaq came over and he was like, "I like you," and he was like, whatever one you want, I'll buy it. Because the guy was like, I was buying a computer anyway, but then he said Shaq was like, get whatever one you want and I'll buy it for you. He said, because I like you.
Shaq's a good dude, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, big ups to him. Like, I mean, I love seeing those type of stories.
The urban legends that Shaq never once
cashed any
NBA
checks.
checks.
Yeah, that's the urban legend.
Because he had so many endorsements, that's what he lived off of. Shaq, like even
Gold Bond, Icy Hot,
Pepsi,
the General,
Reebok. Like Shaq had so many endorsements.
And he owns Auntie Anne's Pretzels,
Papa John's. He's
Five Guys.
He's part of them now. Yeah, so,
he owns some car washes, movie theaters, right? He owns like a lot of different businesses. So yeah, Shaq is getting money.
So the mogul said the basketball most Shaq, Jordan, Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
And LeBron, I would say he's up there. LeBron is making moves. Him and Maverick Carter, they definitely making money.
Which McCauley is another one who made moves, Jamal Mashburn.
And
he does restaurants.
He
I want to say he's in restaurants, I want to say.
Remember, he was featured on that 30 for 30 Broke, and then he's one of the guys that pulled through.
Yeah.
That did dumb shit with his money early, but then pulled through later on.
And then, of course, like the OG one, the one, I forget his name, but he was the one they traded for Kareem.
He's part of the Kareem trade with the Bucks and the Lakers.
Right, and he's worth
one of the random players thrown.
Yeah, he's worth like $400 million now.
Wendy's or something.
Wendy's, he's the highest minority owner of Wendy's. So, I mean, hey, if you have this opportunity where you're making all this abundance of money, and let's be real, when you're an athlete, your career, you're going to retire. You're like my age when you retire.
Yeah.
You're going to be like so you're not going to be 40. You're going to be like my age when you retire. So you have to think about, for the rest of my life, how am I going to live?
Mm-hmm. That's why I never call athletes overpaid. Like, this is for the haters out there. Let's say that.
So if let's say you made $50 million.
Say these guys,
$100 million.
This is the money they're going to live off for the rest of their life.
For the rest of their life.
You think you gonna go get a job at Walmart and shit?
No shade,
after
Walmart.
you retire from basketball? No,
nobody's
gonna do that.
You go work for the state.
That's why you get paid so much in your 20s and 30s, because then you gotta live in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. You gotta live the rest of your life off of that money you made in your 20s and 30s. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Some people are teens, like I said, if you were young enough, you're teens.
A lot of the guys with the one and done are their teens.
Right.
Luka, Wendell Carter, they come in real young, like
right.
the one and done guys.
But it's like you have to live your whole life off of this. So what better way to, I have this money to start any type of business or do anything? It takes capital. You have capital to do stuff, so you can start
you don't gotta go get a loan from your
bank,
from your racist bank,
from your racist bank, or credit union, or what's another. Or you don't have to empty your 401k. You don't have to take out a second mortgage on your house. You don't have to borrow money from your mom. Or borrow money from a loan shark. Or the D boys out there. You don't looking
have to
like Craig barbershop where he borrowed from Keith David. Toupee.
Or like
loan shark.
Or like Russell borrowed from JB and Crush Groove.
Yeah. Which Russell Simmons looks nothing like Blair Underwood. I'm sorry, Russell. You look nothing like Blair Underwood. I'm sorry.
What's funny is Russell was in that movie as like a minor character.
Like he was a seedy guy in the movie, right? He played like a seedy guy.
I think he played the club owner. So he played a small part.
He was someone seedy, I thought.
Russell was in it like very briefly. Yeah. I was like, there's the real Russell talking to the fake Russell.
But there's the peep game like that. So if you are an athlete or if you're a celebrity, whatever it is, if you have like this opportunity where you're making this abundance of money, like we say, the celebrities that are hot, like a Kevin Hart, people like that, like the hot celebrity. The Rock is hot, like people Johnson. Like that.
He got his $7 production now. I think what he called. I think why he named it that, because that's when it was his low point. Like it was $7.
Yeah,
be equivalent if I'm open to peek, give a peek in the door. I'm not gonna say if Straight Gully was called $5 and one place like that. Yeah. It's like, you get what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
Dwayne Johnson has his production, $7 production, because like that was his low point.
It's humbling, like being a business. It's humbling. You have your beginning stages where you're going to be significantly in the red when you start.
Yeah, nobody starts on top. Like that's the advantage that you have as being a ball player. You have that where
a ball player, celebrity,
you can
whatever.
fuck up because you got the capital.
Right.
Whereas like us, we starting with our own money. So like it's like if fuck up could set us back majorly, like where we at. Where you have a setback when you like at LeBron's level, if you could lose $1 million. It's like I'm not crazy about that, but if we go $1 million in the hole, it'll ruin us, man.
Say, oh man, I can't buy my wife her yacht this year. It just be that I can't buy my wife this year.
Let me crunch these numbers to like get that. You got to figure out like how to let me crunch some numbers to like make that money back. He's like,
side note, hire a real CPA. Hire somebody who actually knows what they're doing. If you're making real money, you better hire a real accountant for your stuff. But it is, it could ruin you. Like, so that's why we love Robert Townsend's story about how he financed
Hollywood
his movie.
Shuffle, yeah. He maxed out all his credit cards. It was like he financed that himself.
Yeah.
Like it was like he didn't. Yeah, it was all of his own money. He put everything he had in that movie. That's why it had to work.
Like he maybe even like sold his car, just everything. Like he probably liquidated
Robert
everything.
Townsend wasn't like kicking it. It's like everything that he had. He's like it goes in the movie. It wasn't like probably lived very meager, like eating like peanut butter and jelly, like for like very meager existence during that time. Yeah, top ramen. He probably was doing all of that because like every dollar was going into that movie. You may
even downsize and like move back in with your parents, like because some people may do that.
Your parents start moving to a smaller crib, like a studio apartment, like cheap apartment or whatever.
Yeah,
like, you rent a room like Akeem and Simmy's apartment.
Or you rent a room at somebody, like some old lady's house, rent a room like that. Like you have to do humbling things like that if you are trying to attain a certain level of success.
If you have a dream, and if you really believe that this is gonna work. You got to put your all in it,
Right.
and that's what it takes. I'm in one of my phases now where I'm all about wealth building, right?
As am I.
That's what I'm on right now. So
As am I.
I read a lot of books, listen to a lot of. I've been all watched a lot of videos about wealth building. That's what I'm on right now. That's where my mind is at. So
As am I. I'm there because I'm like, I want to end generational curses. Like, I want to be like, I was looking at my daughter's portfolio of what I have going on for her right now, and I'm like, she doing damn good. She's 4 years old. I'm like, and I already got her a good foundation. She has a great foundation already. So I'm trying to build because I'm like, I got Ariane Khalil. I can't fail. If it was just me, you fail on your own. It's fucked up when you fail on your own. But when you fuck up and you got somebody behind you, you can't afford to do it. So. But we're going to keep our Black excellence popping. You know how we do it.
We got to do a finance episode one.
We got to do it, yeah.
I'm not ready right now to do one.
We got to do our...
Because I could turn this into one, but I didn't prepare for that.
I know,
that's just what a conversation carried us right now.
And I got to get a little more versed with my stuff. Like, I mean, I know a little bit about finances, but I got to get, like, because naturally I've always had a financial mind, naturally, but I want to get more... learn it, with it. So I want to like read my books, watch my videos, and
that's
all
what
that
I'm
stuff.
on right now.
Yeah.
Every day I try to do something related as far as like building my mind, so to speak.
Yeah.
Every day.
You have to.
Whether it's just watching a 15-minute YouTube video or something, you got to do something every single day. It's like you can't take no days off without. Like, cause we waste a lot of time.
It's a lot of bullshit in our lives.
We waste a lot of time on bullshit.
It's a lot of it. So to kind of like balance that, like, okay, we going to knock out some of this. But one thing that is, since we are talking about money, did you see like all the stuff, the tea that's being sipped about? Well, you music, the shady side of the music industry.
Break this down for me. What are you talking about?
Well, Mace called out Diddy. Did you see that?
I didn't see this story. I've been all buried in this Kobe Bryant story, which I got one more little nugget for. I'll come back to this. You can since you brought up Mace and P. Diddy.
Yes. So
great book I read about with Diddy, and I'll get that to one of the books I read. It's called Three Kings. It's about the rise of Diddy, Jay-Z, and who's the last king? Diddy, Jay-Z, and Dr. Dre. That's it. I had to think. Yeah, it's about the three hip hop moguls. It's called The Three Kings. Dope ass book. But go ahead.
So basically, what he was saying was that Diddy made like a speech or whatever about talking about the music industry or something, like his Grammy speech. Like Diddy was saying something about like trying to talk about the shadiness or whatever, and then Mace called him out.
He tried to do what Drake did last year.
And then Mace called him out, was like, you a damn hypocrite.
Yeah,
like
you didn't pay me, yeah.
And he said that. Well, that's good Mace, too. Yeah. You didn't pay me.
You didn't pay me.
Because Mace said that Diddy paid him $20,000 for his I
totally believe that.
For his royalties that for like the Harlem World, that's like back then or whatever.
Yeah, that was Mace's first album.
And Mace tried to buy his catalog back. He tried to buy it back, and he said that he offered Diddy $2 million to buy it back. But then Diddy told him that if you don't give me the price tag that this European is trying to offer me, then no. And he said that in a post on Instagram. Diddy, Mace wrote, but they was like, as far as I know, Diddy's like camp hasn't responded yet. And then Mace was like, if you want to talk about brotherhood, then, I offered you $2 million cash to buy my catalog. Give me my catalog back. But then the only thing is that he can do is like, he would have to wait till he turns 50 and then would go back to him when he turns 50, Mace. But it's like, that's like some years away when he turns 50. That's some years down the line. Like maybe 6-7 years down the line.
Think about your body of work. Like,
exactly.
You got to wait for it.
Right. So he called Diddy out about that, saying, like, you owe me.
Like, if this podcast wasn't presented by our damn selves, if somebody else owned it, we got to wait till we 50 to get the rights to it.
Hell no. No. Shit. Gave my damn podcast. Yeah. But no, though. And then also in that, Khalees shared her story because she talked about how
I
the
saw the
Neptunes
Khalees
did.
and Neptunes.
She talked about the
I
Neptunes.
talked about that
I was
on my hip hop report in Rockford. I talked about that. She talks about the Neptunes and she talked about Nas. Like she talked about all
because she
that,
broke down the Neptunes about how they
they said, "Hey, you signed the contract." That's exactly what they said when because she said for her first 2 albums she basically didn't get shit for those.
Right. And those were Kaleidoscope and Wonderland.
That was her only good work. Well, the Milkshake was good, but that was with Tasty.
Yeah, Tasty was okay.
But her best work was
Kaleidoscope.
With the Neptunes,
Kaleidoscope was raw. Kaleidoscope was raw. I like Kaleidoscope.
I'm just trying to get involved with you. Yeah, she has some hits on that motherfucker.
I hate you so much right now.
I could have kept that. Before.
I like that song. Well, I'm a woman, so whatever.
That song was trash.
I liked it. It was a woman's song. Whatever. I liked it. But anyways, Khalees, she called the Neptune because she said initially, like, she was thinking that they were like a family because, she was like Chad and Pharrell,
family
and this
money
and that.
Becomes involved.
Thank you. That's why you got to get stuff written out, get your lawyers involved. Like, don't play with money because when things happen, people act funny with money. And we've seen like family members fall out over some money. We've seen it happen. So get your shit in order. Have your lawyers, have everything like written, drawn out. Because she was very young because Khalees was only like 18 when she started.
Most of these artists were young. Like Mace was young.
19.
Yeah,
Mace was like, I was 19.
They don't know about business.
They were very young
kids.
kids.
They just making music.
Right. And then
they bought all of the shady ass LaFace deals and shit from that era and shit.
Death Row.
Death Row, Ruthless, both of those. It's fucked up that happened to Dre twice.
Yeah.
First Ruthless and then Death Row.
That's why Dre was like, Aftermath is my shit, bitch.
That's why he 100% is his.
Aftermath is mine.
I can't partner with you. Ruthless, he was never a partner there. You just do beats and just basically, and I pay you what I want.
What I want.
Like that was all easy and shit. And then Jerry was like kind of one of his partners too, in that. But it was really Eazy's label. Right. And you think you're a partner, and Eazy was like, nope. That's my shit. Yeah. And then Death Row, him and Suge, they were partners, but Death Row was a circus.
They were. Because Khalees said they agreed that they were supposed to do 33, 33, 33, because it was supposed to be them a third across the way. Khalees, Chad, and Pharrell, they were supposed to be split even. And it just didn't happen like that. And then the fact that you signed it, what?
They say, hey, you signed it.
And she said that, and when you're a young kid, it's like, you're not broke because it's like you're a celebrity, but you're not getting paid nowhere near what you should have.
Yeah, market value.
So you're complacent.
Or paid at scale, as they call it.
You're complacent. So let's say that you have enough to have your downtown condo. You have enough. Cars, you have enough to have your nice car, and like to have your little jewelry. But that's it. When you break down the general scheme of it, a condo, a car, and some jewelry. Is that what you're really worth?
You're not really building any wealth and shit.
Is that what you're really worth? You're spending what you make. So how are you ever going to get
Especially
wealthy?
You sold millions of records. It's like when you basically got, like I said, a condo and a car. It's like,
and some jewelry.
For like millions of records.
Right. So. That's whack. When you think about it, that's very whack. It is.
But Death Row, he said he gave him Death Row.
You gave him chain. Right, you got a chain.
Like that, yeah. And it was Ruthless. I forgot what the checks was. What, like $50,000 or something
bullshit,
like that?
Yeah.
And Dre and them looked at it. It was like.
But if you give a poor, and I'm not being funny, but if you give a poor kid from the ghetto, and I'm not even trying to like say it in a mean way, but if you get somebody who, this is the most money, like people in my neighborhood don't even make $50,000 unless you're a drug dealer. That's when people we see make $50,000 a year, because my mama ain't never made $50,000 a year.
That $50,000 is yours. Just sign right here.
Right.
That's all you got to do.
My mama ain't never made $50,000.
You're not reading. They say you don't have a lawyer. You're not reading none of that. Just sign right there.
Sign right there, and you get 50 G's right now. Bet I'll take this 50. But then your record sales 10 million.
It's like you signed the contract. You signed it, like they said to
Khalees. You signed it.
You signed it. This business is shady as shit. And people think it's like it's not just a white black thing. Yeah, shady.
It's
comes
a green.
in all
It's a
colors.
green thing. It's all about the green.
Even though at the beginning of Black History Month, some of the shadiest deals have been like from people that look like you. I'm pretty sure that Motown, I know they were getting jerked for their fucking royalties and shit. No, they were.
Which is why what your car was like, nope. Asher and Sid was like, nope, we gonna write our own shit. Nope.
Yeah, they bounced because of that.
Nope.
Yeah. So we create and have part of the Motown sound. Like, where's ours and shit?
Why Jermaine was out.
Yeah.
Jermaine said, let's get serious.
Yeah, he ended up bouncing. Or the Jacksons period bounce. They said, hey, fuck that, we gone.
Because it's like, I'm Michael Jackson, bitch. Like, not being funny.
Yeah,
Like,
he was
I'm
Michael
Michael Jackson,
Jackson,
bitch. You know, like.
Take this deal with CBS. They offering 10 times what you offering in Barry.
What you gonna do for me, Barry?
Yeah, they offering me 10 times. Yeah.
Yeah, but you do have to know your worth. And sometimes it may seem like you're taking a few steps back, but if you have to take a few steps back to jump like 20 steps forward, do it. During the time when you take the setback, it's going to be a little rough. It's going to feel a little like, did I make the right decision? Maybe I should have just did this. But then once you bloom, then it's like, I did it. Like when Jay-Z broke away from Dame.
Rockefeller, yeah.
Jay-Z was
It was
like,
a big step because
nope.
he had been with Dame and Big since the beginning. Yeah, with Kareem, Biggs, Bird. They were like the three partners in Rockefeller.
Right.
But let's be honest, it was Jay-Z. He didn't need. Come on, Rockefeller would have been big without Dash or Kareem. Come on, yeah. Let's keep it 100. Yeah.
And then we look at what Jay-Z is worth now.
Exactly. Yeah.
What's Dame Dash worth?
Dash is reinventing himself. He was just on the Breakfast Club, but he had hit rock bottom.
In comparison to Jay-Z, what's he worth now? In comparison to Jay, what's he worth now?
Dash is just now like becoming relevant again.
Right.
After all these years. Was that 2004 when Jay left Rockefeller? Yeah. After all these years and shit, he's just now, almost 20 years later, he's just now coming back to relevancy. He was on the Breakfast Club, and it was what's so cool about that interview is they had an interview with the Breakfast Club with Dame Dash. They didn't mention Jay-Z, Rockefeller, Aaliyah, R. Kelly.
Nice.
They didn't mention any of that shit. That shows you how good they are at their jobs.
Right.
It was still a good interview. They were able to talk about other things because like most interviews going to be the same shit.
Right, because like I don't want to talk about that.
Jay-Z, Aaliyah, same shit.
That was 20 years ago.
They didn't mention
I don't
any
want
of
to
that
talk
shit
about
like the
this.
whole interview. It's talking about basically what he's doing now. And it was still very compelling.
Nice.
Cause he talks about being ownership and being entrepreneurial mindset. It's all of that stuff. Like Dash has always been a hustler. Yeah,
I like it.
Like he didn't talk about any of that old shit. I was like, so that's how good they are at their jobs that they were.
I like it though. I like you know, just this mindset that I'm starting to see with us, people who like us. I'm liking to see more Black people being like, we're going to be entrepreneurs. I'm liking to see like people speaking this into existence. Like it's going to be more black self-made millionaires over the next 10 years. I'm feeling that energy. Like, yeah, let's do it. Like, let's make it happen. Like, let's go out here because it's a pie out here, and it's enough for all of us to get a piece of this pie. It's enough for all of us. Like, we don't have to tear each other down.
If I light your candle with my candle, does mine burn any less bright?
That's one of my favorite things you ever said to me.
Now we both got candles. And you can use your candle to help somebody else.
Candle. And think about if all of us light candles, now we got 20 candles. Think about how powerful that is.
Yeah, I won't have to steal your candle. Now we all got candles.
Right. Or pour some water on your candle to put your flame out. That's the worst thing you can do if somebody is trying to put their flame out. That's the worst. Like, let's stop with the hate on one another. Let's have each other's backs. And speaking of backs and not having each other's backs, did you follow the whole Terry Crews and Gabrielle Union? All that. All that. And here's the thing. I like both Terry Crews and Gabrielle Union. I'm fans of both of their works. I like both of them.
I still like Terry despite all of the silly shit that's happened the last week.
Because I think about Terry Crews on the Old Spice where he with his that just cracked me up. But Mr. Terry Crews, for you guys who don't know, he's the host of America's Got Talent. Gabrielle Union was recently outed from their show because she spoke about
discrimination.
Yeah, racial, sexual discriminations that happened on set.
Her experience was trashed during that whole time.
And then they fired her, and she was vocal about why they fired her. Like, they fired me because of this. And then Terry Crews got on saying that, oh no, this is the most diverse place to work for, and I've never experienced anything like that.
My experiences were great here, is basically what he said.
And here's the thing.
It's like, your experiences might have not been that. You didn't have to throw her under the bus.
Right. And here's the thing. First of all,
just say, like, I can't speak for her, but I'm cool.
Yeah, first of all, you're a man, so I'm not saying like that, but black woman, black man. You're still a man. Woman, double minority. Black woman, double minority. So it's like you already have a little bit of a little leg up right there being a man. And then just being like, oh no, it didn't, like she's, in my experience, like though they're the most diverse show and this and that. And that was just kind of whack the way he did that, because it's like when you're in white spaces and you have a black face in a white space,
don't let Americans Got Talent use you as the black friend. Basically.
Thank you. Don't do that. That's
what it was like. Yeah.
Don't do that.
Even that might have not been his intentions, but that's what it looked like.
We're not racist. We are here.
See, Terry Crews says we're not racist.
We have a Negro. I mean, we have Terry Crews right here. It's like that.
He's one of the blackest men in America. He's not racist. So yeah, look what we have on our side.
Yeah, don't be that, because that's one thing that I was like, I would never be that. Like, if you, I always said that if you're looking at me to be your black friend.
That's why people were so mad at Kanye with the Trump hat and all of that shit. Because of that is the Tiki Torches are using you as like their black friend with that shit. Yeah.
Even though they were already talking about your music, they were like this. Now they support you after they threw you under the bus for your music. Get out of here. But don't be that person. And then Terry Crews doubled down on his statement by saying that
this is where
it got a shit show.
The shit with Gabrielle Union and the fucking shit. I was like, whatever. Like I wasn't mad at like what he did per se. I said he didn't have to throw her under the bus. He could have just said like, well, I didn't have those experiences. Like, yeah. I'm not saying that she didn't, but then I can only speak for me. It's like,
but then he doubled down because he said that the only woman that he is here to protect.
Gabby clapped back. You missed.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Gabby did clap back because Gabby was
like when you had about the allegations
when the guy grabbed your dick, because like Gabrielle Union actually
posted her old tweet.
She actually posted like, no,
here's what I tweeted.
We're going to stand by you.
When you said that you were harassed,
and it was black women who stood by him. It was Gabrielle Union, Taraji P. Henson. It was like these influential black women in Hollywood that was like, nah, brother, we got your back, brother. Because Terry Crews, like, he was for a minute, his name was kind of, it wasn't mud, but you know what I mean? It was kind of like, a little bit, but then he got, Brooklyn Nine-Nine got picked up on another network because it was canceled off of Fox and it got picked up on, I forgot what network it got picked up on. And then he got America's Got Talent. So then he had a resurgence because after he came out with the allegations, then his stuff started to stall.
Especially, brothers, how we are and shit.
Right.
Yeah, we like...
But the women would stand by him. Like I said, I remember
stood by him.
I remember Gabrielle and Taraji was right there for him, standing up for him. And then
anytime gay shit is involved, brothers side eye, which we're gonna talk about Pastor Troy in a minute.
And then he doubled down by saying that the only one I'm here to protect is Rebecca, my wife. That's the only black woman I'm here to protect is my wife. And it's like, come on now. Like, come on, brother. No. Just no.
And not just as what he said, not my mother.
Not my mother, my sister.
My sister, my kids, my daughters. He said, yeah. He said, not my daughters.
He was a whole clown for saying that.
And mother and sister is one thing because we don't know your personal situation. You might not have a good relationship with them, but the father should always
protect his daughter.
Be there for his daughter.
Hashtag girl dad.
Girl dad.
Hashtag girl dad.
Terry Crews is not one, I guess. He ain't gonna use that hashtag no time soon.
At all. But you better protect your family. And your family does involve your wife. Like I said, obviously the first person you have to respond that you have to answer to is your spouse. So like you just don't go out and just please other people. You do have to please your spouse, but then you also have kids, you gotta protect your kids. But when he said not none of them, and then he said just his wife, I was like, wait, what? I was like, oh, he a whole clown. And then he did an apology. He's like, I didn't mean to undermine her and this and that. And, then I guess because people really lit him up or whatever. And
he had to back off.
And these are moments that I just tell people sometimes, just put your, and even D Wade was like, Terry Crews, put your phone down. Like, cause sometimes you just need that. You just need someone to tell you, put your phone down.
That's a nice way of what I like to say. Terry Crews, shut the fuck up.
Put your phone down. He basically said, put your phone down.
That's the nice way of
saying
saying
some stuff you don't have to tweet. Because you tweet these things, and then you delete.
They're out there forever.
And then you delete it, but then once you tweet it, it's there.
Forever, yeah.
Don't put these tweets out there. Just think about it. Let it swirl around your head. is this a little bit too much? Let me think. Yeah, if you think that it's a little too much, don't post it. Don't post it. And then now you like a whole clown out there.
Ready to talk about Pastor Troy?
Yeah, we could talk about him.
Hey! It's gonna fire a lot of cats my age up and shit. Cause like there's a lot of homophobia, especially for us cats that came up in the 90s.
Clearly.
Pastor Troy, who's 42 years old, by the way.
Very grown.
He said, well, I guess I won't be winning a Grammy if this what I gotta wear. He posted pictures of Lil Nas X, who very flamboyant. Yeah, had like the flamboyant cowboy outfit on, you know. And then he said, they love to push this shit on our kids. The other day, Applebee's had some punks kissing and laughing about eating mozzarella sticks. I didn't know mozzarella sticks was gay. I guess it is. No. I didn't see that Applebee's, but I guess if you order cheese sticks, you're gay now. First thing my 14-year-old son said, fuck Applebee's, and it brought joy to my heart.
Well, never mind. I'll say who still eats at Applebee's, but that's just my thing. Who eats at Applebee's? But, okay.
He says their agenda to take masculinity from men, black men especially. We hear that a lot.
Holy Hotep, Batman. That's what I just say. Holy Hotep.
He said, y'all better open your third eye and let your sons know it's real, or their ass gonna be headed down that old town road for real.
So my question is for the people, why you put out all this negativity about this, and that, I say that, however someone chooses their lifestyle, where if you be like,
what does it have to do with you?
I don't.
Troy, that's my
I can say you could be like, I don't agree with it, but why are you bashing somebody? If you don't agree with it, it's fine to not agree with somebody. Right, it's fine.
I used to be Pastor Troy. You know this shit. Yeah. I used to be that dude where I would be like,
in the business.
F them. Fuck them F gay words, you know.
Right, yeah, you would.
The F gay word.
Yeah. Right, you would.
I was that dude.
Right, you would. But
you evolve.
You evolve.
It's not 1998 anymore. It's not even 2008 anymore when Soulja Boy had a gay star in Marco Polo.
Yeah, he
My
did.
Whole clique straight, y'all whole clique,
you know what?
Gay, yeah.
Last night, your girl, their forehead was on my abs, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you evolve. And when 2008 when we went we were in LA, yeah. You remember that? And
and then
right after that they had the proposition on the ballot that it got shot down for like same sex. This is before it became nationwide, way before that. And like we walked into one of those rallies, one of their rallies.
What do we want?
And I got nervous as hell. Like, let's get out of here. I won't be seen. But now if I just say, like, oh look, they protesting. Like I wouldn't give a shit. Now
what do we want? Yeah, they were out there during the protest.
Like I have all kinds of gay friends on Facebook now. It was like back then, I'd be like, oh, I ain't accepting this. People might think I'm gay. You accept it?
And then like this is why I ask people to do this. And this is an episode that would be relevant now, like the Simpsons episode when Homer thought that Bart was gay. Mm-hmm. That's such a great episode.
Yeah.
Because the way that he was acting all like, yes, and like when Marge...
He didn't give you gay, did he?
Yeah, when he said he didn't give you gay. How can you give somebody gay? That's why Marge was like, you are ridiculous, Homer. Like, what are you talking about? Like, that was ridiculous when he said that. And that's how a lot of people sound when they do that type of stuff.
And you evolve.
Right. It's goofy.
President Obama evolved.
Mm-hmm.
In 2008, when he was running, guess what? He didn't run on gay marriage because he knew how the brothers wouldn't vote for him. He couldn't be pro-gay marriage. He had to say, no, marriage between a man and a woman. But when he ran for re-election in 2012, he was like, yeah, I think everybody should be able to get married. He switched because he was already in.
Right.
But he probably wanted to, in 08, he probably wanted to
say that,
like, nah, I can't, the brothers ain't gonna vote for me if I say that shit.
And I think it's just childish to be like, what does somebody being gay have to do with you?
Like you always say, I'll bite your line. If it doesn't apply, let it fly.
If it doesn't apply, let it fly.
If it don't, and if it doesn't, it has nothing to do with you, just
And then my thing is all you people who are overly homophobe. So like if you have a child that ends up gay, like are you just going to disown them? Like what's going to be your plan then for your child? A lot of your kids may be afraid to come out and be who they are because if you're talking all this negativity saying F these, you know what's, and doing all that.
We got young cousins that are gay.
Right. We have several. I have several people that are, several. I'm thinking of right now.
Two off the top of my head.
Think of several that are, that are gay or bi. And, it's like, okay. Like, they come out like, okay. Like, I was like, okay, I was at a wedding. Like, I've been to, like, same-sex weddings.
One of the cousins, right?
Yeah, I went there.
Mm-hmm.
I took my pictures. I was there, and people, like, oh. They saw the two same sex name. They're like, oh, it was a people looking like what kind of wearing was. Grow up. That's what I say. Like, just grow up. Like, people are just really a hot mess with that.
But the funny thing is, Lil Nas X with the ultimate clapback. All he posted like a comment on the pic of the film with the outfit on. Mm-hmm. He was like, "Damn, I look good in that pic."
Boom.
Because he's winning. Dude just won Grammys. He's like,
he was on the Google commercial, most searched remix on the Google commercial.
Yeah, because because now Little Nas brought Big Nas out at the Grammys they performed. Yeah, because they got the rodeo remix. Yeah, so and now that song is out. That remix is out as a single.
Yep.
So yeah, it's got Lil Nas and Big Nas together. So there you go.
Yeah. So I mean, he's winning. And what are you doing,
Pastor Troy? What's your favorite Pastor Troy song?
I'm sorry.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
And I'm a DJ and a hip hop fan. Dude is he's nothing.
He's not a real pastor. You're not a real pastor.
Right. When you in Face Off, oh no, that was Nicolas Cage, Castor Troy. Because I'm Castor Troy. One of the most ridiculous movies of all time, if you ever seen it. That's a whole nother podcast. We start talking about Face Off.
We're gonna start some more.
That might be the first movie we break down.
We're gonna start, like I said, coming soon. We're gonna start some more.
You're gonna get bonus content.
You're gonna have bonus content that we're gonna start very, very soon.
I definitely want Face Off to be some of that bonus content.
Well, this is a story that made me laugh. Have you seen David Schwimmer?
Oh, yeah. Ross, right?
Yeah. So David Schwimmer, and I like Ross, because I like Friends. And then Ross, he was Ross. And then another thing.
What's his catchphrase on there? I don't remember. I didn't watch that shit. Go ahead.
I mean, I watched it in syndication. I wasn't like a regular watcher when it was actually on, but I catch some episodes here and there in syndication. But Ross, and he also played Robert Kardashian in the OJ thing.
Okay, the People versus OJ.
Yeah, when with Cuba Gooding Jr. playing OJ. Yeah, he was Robert Kardashian.
And Courtney Vance as Johnny Cochran.
Hell of a Johnny Cochran. He did that.
Yeah, he won an Emmy for that, I believe. Yeah,
he did that shit.
Emmy winner. Yeah,
he did that. Mm-hmm. But so David Schwimmer, and he did some white splaining, and you have to just be like, okay. I get you.
I'm gonna let you.
You have to just pat.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Sometimes you just have to pat. I'm not being afraid, but you just have to let white people think that you discovered something that you.
What was he on? It was some shit. I forgot what show he was on.
I forgot what he was on, but he basically said
he's talking about Friends. They're having some kind of milestone. I don't fucking know what shit.
So for people who don't know, the Friends actors, all of them, the 6 principal characters, they get paid $20 million a year in royalties from their syndication of Friends. Mm-hmm. So they getting banked. These are Friends. They making money.
Syndication money is
they getting that money. Mm-hmm. And then David Schwimmer got up on his thing about being inclusive. And he's like, yes. And he's like, there needs to be a reboot of Friends with an all black cast.
Asian Friends.
Pause. And I was like, we are living.
Hey!
Single. Like, what?
You're not the only one who said that. Shout out Erica Alexander.
Erica Alexander came back and was like, wait a minute now.
Erica Alexander, she basically said what I said. I always thought Friends was the white living single.
Basically, it was.
Because Living Single came first.
Living Single
I always
came
call
first.
Friends the white living single. Call me crazy, but that's what I always
said.
I didn't see Friends. I always saw that as the white version of Living Single.
Living Single started a year before Friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other little nugget on that she brought down, Friends was a possible title for Living Single because they both had the same producer.
Because it
was the same producer.
I know My Girl was another working title.
It was My Girl.
Because they sang that in the pilot.
On the first episode, right.
Then they eventually settled on Living Single, but they had a couple of titles they were playing around with.
Yeah.
I know, I guess Friends was one of them. I know My Girl was one of them. Or My Girls, or something like that.
Yeah, and even Queen Latifah said it. I think it was it Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon, one of the Jimmys. She said it that she was like, Friends was a possible working title, but then when we went with Living Single, then they got Friends because it was the same producer of both shows. So they created, okay, we have this show, and then we're going to create this show. You guys now use this title. We're going to put Friends over here on this show.
I always call Friends the white living single.
So And then my thing that I've just been putting on all the posts, every group that I'm in, I put the post of Regine when she's walking away giving the side eye. I put that Regine. Look at Regine.
I loved me some Kim Fields back in the day. I had a huge crush on her.
Tootie.
I loved me some Kim Fields, yes.
Regine. So it's
The
like...
short with the big eyes. I'm like, yes. Yes. Yes.
I love the episode with her and Grant Hill. Regine. I love Regine.
Khadijah.
His piano playing just suck.
Classic.
But no, though, it's like, how can you not, unless you were living under a rock, how could, that was that just, when you just...
Of course, Black Twitter lit Ross
They
up.
lit him up because my thing is, did you not think before you spoke that? Like, how did you not think that was... Come on now. Just come on, man.
Like I said, I never called it
Living
the
Single,
Black Friends. I
Living
said
Single
I
did
called
what,
it the White Living Single.
5 seasons, right?
Yeah, they had about a 5-season run.
They're on Hulu.
Mm-hmm. They're in syndication
They're
still.
in syndication. They're on Hulu.
Like TV One airs the shit out of that
right.
show.
Because I put it on Hulu and watch it. And except for that last season.
Yeah, with Mel Jackson.
With Mel Jackson and
no
Idalis.
Kyle, no Regine.
And Idalis, no. Let's pass on
and
that.
they probably were the two, like, the cast was good, but those were probably the two, like, most entertaining characters.
Oh,
Max
yeah.
was good, too, but
Kyle
and Regine were, like, clearly, they were hilarious. It's like,
Kyle Barker.
it's like,
how could you not like Kyle with his deep
Kyle
voice?
with the voice, and
And
he's
he
just a
can sing.
douchebag.
And he's from here, too. He's from the
South
Chi. He's from Chicago.
guy,
He's
yeah.
a Chi-Town dude. And
I think
then,
Kyle was fired. I don't know why, but I think they fired him.
I think he was.
He probably no show.
I think he was fired
because
because Kyle basically was like, he wouldn't compromise his blackness.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah,
I think it was about his black, because Kyle is very like,
Kyle's woke.
He's woke. TC Carson, he's woke.
Yeah.
He's very woke.
I know he got fired. And Kim Fields, I think she was just over the shit.
She wanted to just go out with adventures.
She had been acting since she was like Ariana's age.
Yeah, since she was a little girl.
She was just old. Think about, she's done very little acting since that. She's like, I don't want to do this shit.
Yeah, because
she's
doing directing.
Like, yeah, she's been behind the camera, and that's what she
camera,
wanted to do. Mm-hmm. She was just over like
and
acting.
she's done whatchamacallit too. The story I heard is that she helped Brandy with her acting, because they said when she initially was trying to act on Moesha, they was like her acting was horrible.
Yeah, Kim Fields just got tired of being in front of the camera. That's all that was.
Right.
Like I said, you've been doing this since you were like a kid.
3,
you
right.
may have not even wanted to do it. Like her mother was an actress. She just brought it to auditions. It might not even been her dream to be an actor.
Right.
She just did. She's, you know what? I'm tired
over
of
this.
I'm
I
tired
can do it
of
for
this
30
shit.
years. Like, I'm sick of this shit. Right. I'm sick of this
shit. It might have been.
Right.
Because she just quit abruptly, like in the middle of that season. They just stopped showing.
Right.
Regine.
She just left. Because then she got with the fake Blair Underwood guy.
Yeah. That's what explained her absence.
The fake Blair Underwood guy. Yeah. So then she married, like she went off and found her rich husband.
She's acted very little since that, because she just said, I'm over this shit. That's all that was.
No, but, and then, of course, Eric got Ride the Maverick.
Ride the motherfucking Maverick.
Ride the Maverick.
Country ass Overton, yeah.
And then Khadijah is like, the hip independent, I own a magazine.
Kim Coles is the goofy,
funny, slow friend.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Living Single was lit. Like, come on now.
With Kyle Barker.
Well, he would just sing from out of nowhere. Those would be the best episodes.
We almost ready to get up out of here.
Yeah.
Got maybe one quick little nugget. Congrats going out to Russell and Sierra. Baby number 3 on the way.
Yes, and the way that they did was so cute. They just posted the caption that said number 3, and then you could see her bump. And I called that because when he signed that contract and the way they was looking in bed, and she was like hugging on him in bed, I was like, baby number 3 is coming. I called it right there. I said, baby number 3 coming.
He hit that shit that night.
I think they just got done doing it, because the way they were looking all disheveled, and like they just had a.
So I said he hit it.
He was like, "Yeah, we signed the contract," and she was like, "Yeah, baby, we signed it." She was all like that. But that's your husband, girl. Go ahead, work it, girl. Do it. So I mean, I'm happy for them. So number 3. So we'll see. Is it a girl? Is it a boy? Like, what are they gonna have? But congratulations to the Wilsons. Beautiful couple.
Let's wrap this thing up. Because we had talked forever. Keep going. I had other stories, but forget those.
It's all good.
Appreciate you supporting Not Another Damn Podcast. If you like what the hell we're doing, then subscribe, share, rate, review. You can find us, first rewind that. First, you can get us on our Facebook page, Not Another Damn Podcast. Like that for us. Then subscribe, share, rate, review. Apple Podcast, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio. What up, Tasha?
Hey, Tasha.
Also, YouTube, audio only video coming soon, eventually, something like that. And if you have an Alexa device, you can find us there as well. And you can follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook as well. Also, OzRadio.net. I have your current hits there. It's a work in progress, but we getting you there. If you want some 90s and 2K classics, I have OzRadio.net, the bomb. I'll send the link to if you want it.
And you can check me out, MSIMAH626 on Instagram and on Twitter. Also, SCR8GULLEY1 on Twitter, SCR8GULLEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs. And for your video production needs, check out straightgullyproductions.com.
There it is. I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
And we will talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm gone.